the the sorry about the cut off. My brothers advised me that they will stay with me and take off with me. I told them, no, there's no need. They told me not to use my aircraft. I told them I'm going to use my aircraft and see who's crazy enough to try to shoot it down. But they told me you have to consider that your family is there, your entire family. You're flying with your entire family. Yes. But anyway, so they decided that they're not going. You remember they stayed here. Then ECOWAS, that person who was then the secretary general or whatever, or they call whatever name they is called, I think president or chairperson of the ECOWAS, made an announcement that these people were supposed to come. ECOWAS group was supposed to come and meet with Alpha Conde and others, and the president of Mauritania, and the UN representative. Then he made an announcement that those people are not coming because whoever goes to the Gambia, Jammeh will kidnap you. That was what was said official by ECOWAS, that I'm going to kidnap them. Anyway, it's a long story. So Gambia, I think you heard all what was going on if you were listening to the media. So they never turned up, and so I decided to leave. But the agreement secured by Alpha Conde and President Assis, together with then Chambers was authorized to sign on behalf of the UN Secretary General. Okay, when Alpha Conde made the call, I was there. So the whole draft memorandum of understanding was drafted in my presence, and then it was announced in my office. I made the announcement that I'm leaving. What was agreed in the memorandum of understanding is very clear. So if you want to know, go to the UN website. And of course, I'm happy that Khalifa Saleh was told to sign by, he said he was authorized to sign. Then Adama Barrow, President Adama Barrow was in Dakar. Okay? So that one was given to the, okay, Khalifa Saleh signed the agreement, okay, for a fact, and Chambers signed for the UN Secretary General, okay, I signed, and then Alpha Conde and others signed, I think so, yes. So there were guarantees, and that they pleaded with me to leave. ECOWAS pleaded that these people, the coalition said that they are not, because originally I wanted to go back to my farms. I was told by all these groups that the coalition is not comfortable with you being in the Gambia. Yes, because you have massive support from the people and from the military. And I made it very clear in the argument that if somebody is elected and he doesn't want to be guarded by his own people, then the election, there's something wrong with the election. Because I've never brought foreign troops to protect me because of the election. And we pose no threat. They know that. We can wipe them out in a minute. But we're not going to do that. I'm not going to do that. I don't want any child, Gambian child, to be a refugee. We know the conditions of the refugee camps. I don't want any Gambian woman, any Gambian for that matter, to flee the country for whatever reason because of Yahya Jammeh. I love the country and I have to live in peace, leave the country in peace. And that was why I decided to leave, to give them a chance. They told me, you have to go outside of the country, something I rejected before. They pleaded with me, and I said, okay. I looked at it, watched CNN. I saw people that were moving in other parts of the world. refugees and the way they are treated, I say, okay, I don't want any Gambian, my friend or my family or my enemy, to go through this very, very, very humiliating treatment. That is not what I have for the Gambians, all Gambians for that matter. And so I decided, they said they are going to stay with me, Alpha Conde and Assis of Mauritania, and they took off with me. The rest is history. It was agreed that I can leave and come back after 6 months without preconditions. That is what is there. That I can go back to the Gambia as a Gambian citizen, and there were so many things that were guaranteed. And as soon as I left, you all know what happened. Now, I'm here to tell you that 6 months turned out to be almost 9 years, 9 years plus. And today, I want to announce to you that come November, this November 2025, I'm coming back to the Gambia. The date and flight arrangements, travel arrangements would be announced by the executive interim leader, Mamadou Yafai Tamba, deputy and admin secretary would work on this together with us. That is the travel details. And by the grace of the Almighty Allah, the travel details will be announced soon. These are the people that will make the announcement, period. I want to thank every one of you for your support. I also want to thank the APRC for their support. And I want to advise everyone. The APRC, we are not known for violence. Violence has been exerted on us. I don't want anybody to take the law into your own hands. I have a right to stay because the Supreme Court was supposed to judge. And that is the democratic and legal solution, peaceful solution to the problem. The Constitution was disrespected, no problem, because there was a hidden agenda. I don't want to go further than that. But this announcement does not mean that APRC militants should take the law into their own hands. No. Let us be law abiding as before. Let us love our country. Let us not be the cause for any bloodshed or any violence in the Gambia. I have to come back and say that's my country. Nobody can prevent me from coming in. I mean, I have missed my country. It was supposed to be 6 months. Now you know how long I've stayed out, and I can hear you people yearning for me to come back. It's not that I don't want to come back, but I always made it very clear. I want to come back. Inshallah, by the will of the Almighty Allah, I will come back month of November 2025. I don't want anybody to be engaged in violence or breaking the law. You must be law abiding. I want to come and stay peacefully in my motherland. May the Almighty Allah grant us that day in November, inshallah, by His grace. I left by His grace, and I want to come back by His grace and will. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh to all of you. Thank you for your attention. No violence, no intimidation. Thank you.